Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first week of the UBL. We're up against SilverBeanie and his Crystal Palossands, and you can see his team down below me, and Toxtricity has nothing to do with this, and don't mind the mess, that's my room behind. You can see his team that we're facing, and if you're not familiar with my team, there's a link to the draft analysis down in the description. It should be probably the second, one of the first links. So you can check it out and kind of know what we're working with. But his team is pretty scary. He actually so hard sniped me on the Bloody Galvantula. It's not even funny. And it's we don't have a good matchup, but we don't have an awful matchup. So I don't know how this will go. We'll just go into it, and I'll try and explain quickly before we begin the match what I'm bringing and why I'm bringing it. So basically, things that I don't expect him to bring at all is Mr. Rhyme, which I hope not, because I did not have a good sprite of it, so this is the sprite I have of Mr. Rhyme. So hopefully that won't come. And Rhydon, I don't see coming. I have a Rose Raid, I have a Dracovish. It's kind of I don't feel like this is the thing that does the most for him. Galvantula, Flygon, probably not. Galvantula, I could see potentially, but like this is kind of sort of what I would expect mostly for him to bring. So as for what I'm bringing, I need to get down to the layout part with my own Pokemon. First of all, I am going to be bringing Sylveon. With the Soul Vest, because this thing is actually my lead, believe it or not. It hits his whole team with the coverage that it has, like, pretty hard. It's a Soul Vest, so it can kind of take hits from the Chandelure, which is kind of, that one is a nuisance to deal with. We can also take hits from the Weezing. We don't really want to do it, but we can. We can also live a hit from Ferrothorn, which is kind of why we're leading this. It takes hits from the Galvantula, and, we can heal with Draining Kiss, and otherwise, like, we just hit things pretty hard with Hyper Voice, Mystical Fire, and Shadow Ball. His is all team pretty well, and that's kind of why we're doing this. We are pretty, we have an interesting spread. Mostly, especially attacking. We also have defense. We have a little bit of all of it. We take some hits. I'll admit we were supposed to play like a week ago, and first he postponed, and then I got sick, so I had to postpone twice. So we're playing it now. I don't remember completely the team, but we're gonna lead this thing no matter what we see, and we just hope for the best, and we just click and move the first turn. Next up, we are bringing Mandibus. Actually, as a special wall, believe it or not, with Heavy Duty Boots. Ain't gonna take any rocks if he sets those up. We don't want to deal with them. And we just a Roost, a knock off a Brave Bird, and U-turn. Not really bringing Defog, which the thing is, obviously he has Galvantula, and if he sets up Sticky Webs, it's kind of annoying, but we kind of have some ways around it, kinda. So we just have this thing, hits pretty hard, gets rid of items, stays alive, and U-turns out, get a bit of an initiative potentially for things that are yet to come on the team. So we'll see how the bird does. Next up, we have Rose Raid. I did not read it as Rose Raid, but we have Rose Raid. It's Black Sludge. It has some speed, like, I don't remember what the speed is for. It's embarrassing, I built it so long ago, I don't remember the speed. It hits hard, it sets up spikes, because if we get up spikes with our team, we can kind of get a little bit nice. Obviously, Rose Raid took a hit from hidden powers being removed because we can't touch Ferrothorn. That's just the reality of it. But we have a switch in to Ferrothorn, kinda in Mandibus. At least it's something. So yeah, that's it. But otherwise, like, we hit hard, we stay alive, we have fun, and hopefully we should also be able to, I'll always say now, you haven't seen too much, like you saw Mystical Fire and Sylveon, we have things to hit the Ferrothorn with, so I'm not too worried. Not yet, at least. Next up, we have our little Ribombi, Heavy Duty Boots, because if he sets up, first of all, we don't want to take a heck of a lot of damage from rocks if he sets it up. And more importantly, if he sets up Sticky Webs, we kind of want our own Sticky Webs, and we kind of don't want to get slowed down. Because this thing is faster than his whole team. Like, being very real here, it is. So we can kind of go those up, because and then we just have, Moonblast, Psychic again. We don't really hit Ferrothorn, at least we get out of there, and we have Psychic, so we can at least hit the, Weezing, it's on the screen. Weezing, so we can at least hit that, and Ferrophone is kind of this thing that, yes, it can take the hits, but it doesn't really recover too well. So, we can kind of, get chipped down. That could be kind of nice. Next up, we have the thing that we needed to have, which is Dracovish. And let me be honest, if we get up a layer of spikes, Flame Up, Max Defense, Milotic still gets 2-shot by this thing because it's Choice Bandits, it's Strong Jaw, and it's Adamant. Fully invested. Like, it gets 2-shot. And that's kind of why, Webs could kind of be nice. We also put a good check of his team. And he doesn't have a switch in, so he kind of needs to have ways to just revenge it, which I don't know if he does. Like, the only risk that we have is kind of if he brings Mr. Rhyme and his max speed, he can outspeed us, but then we have at least Sylveon to kind of, switch into that and kind of take the hits from it and tear it down a little bit. And as for moves, we have Vicious Rend, the only move you really fully need. We have Outrage, because just in case, the things that I'm immune to it are gone, and I don't know if I would ever click Outrage. Maybe if Milotic is at like 70% and Outrage does 70%, I don't even know if it does that. I don't even know if it does more to Milotic. We have it, and then we have Rest and Sleep Talk, which maybe, it looks a bit weird with Choice Band, yes, but in case that for some reason we get Skull Burn by a Milotic, then we can rest at least, it can't really do anything to us, and then we can switch out into something else, and then when we come in, we can at least click Rest Talk until the sleep is gone, and we've lost the burn, which is, kind of nice. It's something, okay? It's something. Lastly, and this is going to look a little bit funky, I'm bringing Silvally Fairy. So yeah, we're bringing 3 fairies. What could possibly go wrong? The thing is, like, I know there's a Ferrophone and that there's a Weezing, but first of all, Silvally, has pretty nice coverage, so it ain't too scared of that. And it's just offensive. I wanted to speed tie with the Obstagoon, and kind of just wreak some havoc with Panic Shot and then multi-attack. Fire Fang for the Ferrophone and Crunch for the Chandelure, because Chandelure is kind of not that fun to deal with. Of course, we have to Panic Shot out if Weezing turns out to be the switching for this, but until Silvally hits the field, he doesn't really know, what kind of Silvally it is. So, hopefully it can take him by surprise, and we'll see how it goes. I'll be back when we're about to jump into it. Okay, so my opponent should be about ready to start, I'd hope, because this is the first time I started because I ran out of things to talk about, because it's been like 10 minutes, like, 1 sec, no, nah, 1, well, I'll click A, and we'll communicate and we'll see when he joins, because at this point it's just, with how unstable my internet is with my Switch, and I don't know why. I tried writing a tech guy and I did not understand at all what he was talking about. But basically I had to call my internet company and get them to give me some kind of number that they will deny that they have, and it seems super suspicious. So I'm not really digging in that, considering I'm moving in 2 weeks, so it's kind of a whole thing. So we're just doing this. But yes, my lead, Sylveon. I made the intro to the team like 4 or 5 days ago, so it's been a while. It's actually Tuesday right now. We were supposed to play. Okay, first time we were actually supposed to play like Saturday. Not last week, but the week before. And then we had to postpone. He had something going on, so we had to postpone it. And then I got sick on the 2 other days we, tried to schedule it for, and then we finally had to play. Storm knocked out his power, and we are in preview. Let's see what he brings. He brings the Rhydon. He brings a lot of different things. Okay, there's a Rhydon. There's a Rhydon. There's also a Flygon, and there's also a Galvantula. There is a Weezing. We did expect that. There isn't a Conkeldurr. There isn't a Chandelure. Milotic is there. There's no Ferrophone. Is that 6? There's something wrong. There's something wrong. Obstagoon isn't there. What's instead of Obstagoon? Your Ferrophone is there. It's Obstagoon that isn't. No Obstagoon. Okay. Well, thing is, I'm sticking with the same lead anyway. I'm just leading Sylveon, I think. The sucky thing would be the Rhydon, which I'm a little bit surprised that he brought a Rhydon. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But yeah, the lead I still think would be the Ferrophone or Galvantula, most likely. So we lead Sylveon, I have Sylveon in front. Cool. That's what we do. That's what we do. And my nose is itching. That means that you get... We have the saying, but it doesn't really work in English because you don't have the same words than we do.
Because if you get like sort of kind of rude guests, you call them like they're like nosy, kind of like nosy guests, except not that way. Is he going to run out of time? Okay, no, he's not. Okay, good. Oh, is he? Did he run out of time? I guess we'll see if he has 6 Pokemon or not. He has 6. Great. Awesome. That means we're actually in the game. And we haven't disconnected yet. That's new. Also, I needed to put this in here. Galvantula? Go away. Gasteric. That's the Galvantula. I think he could go for the webs. But we have Sylveon. That's my Lotic. He has Flygon. My thought process is to click Mystical Fire, I think. There isn't really the biggest drawback to it. He has a Rhydon. He has a Ferrothorn. And he has a Weezing. Don't know what he was expecting to lead. Maybe just one webs up because it's kind of a... Flygon is annoying for Dracovish under webs. Like, basically, we need to take care of this thing. And of, he just volt switches, okay. Could be something like Milotic. Could be something like Milotic. I didn't see an item. I can see Milotic coming in. The Boulder. No, that's Rhydon. Rhydon. Who eats it pretty well. We drop its special attack. That's great. The thing is, Hyper Voice does a lot. He probably does get his rock move. But I don't really have the greatest switch-ins to this. I think I just kind of Hyper Voice and see what he does. Like, again, it depends on his spread. Like, he could be very bulky. I don't know why this spread is not a bulky spread. Like, if it's just max HP, we still do like 50%. So that's a thing. It's like at 90 something. Let's just say 95. Galvantula's at 100%. You're so pretty, but you're gone so soon. I'm just clicking moves, basically. That's my goal. Also, I don't want to lose to my own timer. Always gotta beware of the time on this meta. Always gotta prevent. Also, new clothing. I don't know why. Oh, okay, it switches again. Into Ferrothorn. Okay. Okay. I mean, smart enough. That did a good chunk. They did like 15%. Ferrothorn. The thing is, we live a hit. Unless it's like weird choice banded set. I click Mystical Fire. I just click Mystical Fire. We get to see. Okay, withdraws again. Well, the Builder. Okay, you go into the Builder again. Okay. I'm not sure I'm following along. I'm not sure I'm following completely along. I click Hyper Voice again. I don't know what's happening. He's swapping and he's swapping. And I'm just sitting here and I'm clicking Hyper Voice and Mystical Power. Mystical Fire, not Power. I am content clicking moves. Though I do not know what Rhydon gets of moves. It stays in. Okay, it's not specially bulky. Okay. 244. Definitely. Oh, that did a lot. Oof. Oof. Are we going to Rose Raid? The thing is, it is a rock type, and that doesn't really make Manibus feel too great. Yeah, I think we do. I think we do, but we got him down pretty low. And for a Pokemon that can't heal, that's actually pretty nice. It didn't do a lot. Sylveon, what did you do to this Rhydon? Or what did you not do to this Rhydon? That must be special defensive. Yeah, that must be pretty special defensive. Maybe not fully, but pretty. Stone Edge. Ugh. He was expecting Mandibus. Okay. Okay. I want to set up a layer of spikes. I don't really want him to be able to just swap around here. He does have options for switching in. Like, Ferrophone is pretty safe because I can't have Wind Power Fire. Which is, so I'm definitely expecting... That is the Ferrophone. Yeah, we get some spikes off because I kind of want to punish the switching around. Kind of want to punish it. The mess. Also, it didn't really heal. I mean, the thing is, I can definitely set up rocks at this point, which is kind of unfortunate. Like, the unfortunate thing is the Sylveon lost a lot of health on that. But I'm expecting hazards. I don't know what he's expecting. Mandibus would probably have been safer, mind you. Oh, he actually died. Well, okay. That was a bad switch then, Sylveon. Go Sylveon. Okay. not a good swap. Not a good swap. I'll give him that. Okay, let's go. Let's go into maybe Mandibus. Because I could see him have an Aqua Berry. Potentially. Because we haven't really seen any healing. And I kinda don't really want to deal with that. So I think we kinda just knock off whichever thing comes in. Or if it stays in, get rid of whatever he's holding. Also, I think he has to be careful that I could be, you know, it's not at 80, it's like at 85. Did not do that Sylveon swap very well. Oh, I mean, I don't really have the greatest switch-ins to this thing, mind you. So that's something. So that is something. And it's raining again. Okay, so we get rid of whatever he's holding. Which was the rock helmet, okay. Is leech seeding. Well, he doesn't have an item anymore. The thing is, I need Mr. Vish in for free. I think a ruse, because I kind of want to see if he protects or what he does. He didn't. Okay, so we get to see what he does. We get to see what he does. But he's definitely physically bulky. I think we can set up rocks. Like, the thing is, I just need Mr. Vision for free at this point. That's actually all I need. Okay. He's at rocks. We U-turn. Into what though? Into what though? There could be a gyro ball coming out. There could be a gyro ball coming out. I don't really have a good switch into this. Being very honest, I don't. Because I can't switch. The thing is, my special offensive Pokemon are kind of not feeling too great. Let's swap into Rose Raid. We get to see. We might lose Rose Raid, which would be a bummer. Also, I forgot to remove my Pokemon from the layout. Gyro Balls. Okay, so I think that is a dead Rose Raid too. Yes. Okay. Okay, Sylveon plus Rose Raid. I will admit, I didn't really prep too much for this game. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. What moves do I have? Okay, these. The thing is, if he doesn't swap, I don't really have a switch in other than Mandibus, but I guess we have to live with that. But I'm basically screaming, hey, look at my fire move. And I want him to swap. Okay, does withdraw into what? Weezing, maybe? No, the builder. Okay, that's the momentum we need. That's the momentum we need. Obviously, we have to switch out on whichever thing comes in, I think. Because we have a Fisher's Rend. Finally. We finally have it. And the thing is, he can't swap anything into this. He can't switch anything in, or if he does, they kind of die anyway. So we just kick Fisher's Rend. And we just see. Because this thing is 40%. I think he lets it go down, being very honest. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Because I don't really know what this thing is doing, honestly. Don't know what this thing is doing. I also need to remember the Mandibus does have the heavy duty boots. So it's kind of feeling alright. It's probably seeing that maybe my Milotic is not the best switching, but do switch in Milotic. I would love it if he switched. That would actually be best case scenario. It would be so nice. So nice. He actually does switch. Okay. We take that. Aurora, that's the Milotic. That's the spikes. That's best case scenario. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dracovish. You idiot, stupid, good Pokemon. That's like 30%. Oh, okay. That's kind of why this thing is so good. Because it's just... every time it comes in, it clicks a move, and something dies. Like, that's just a thing. And he has to go into Flygon against me. I think Flygon has to click a dragon move if he goes into that. Yeah, he does. He definitely does. If he goes into Galvantula. Okay, swaps again. So he sacks the... no, he goes into this thing. Okay. Galvantula, it wasn't Life Orb though. We know it's not Life Orb. It could be like Choice Specs, I don't know. But your Ferrophone ain't really wanting to take this either, so that's like down to a nice little 50%. Or 10% is what I'd call it. So we're getting his walls chipped quite nicely down. He also doesn't have a lot of your time left. So we get to see. This is the position I wanted. Okay. KO'd. Bye. By Draco. Because that also frees up our little Silvally a little bit more by now. That's Ferrophone. Gone. I didn't see the health we went down to. We'll see our health. Depending on what he goes into. But if he goes into the Flygon, I go into our little buck. I'll probably click Psychic. Actually, being honest. Because physically offensive. Physically, no, especially defensive. It's especially defensive. Right, okay, we go into this thing. And I understand that because, you know, neutralizing gas. Ability neutralizing gas. Okay, it doesn't actually. So I remove myself. I mean, if it's physically defensive. And it has like, I don't know that it gets Moonblast, but let's just assume that it does. It does take us out because we're only down 112. Yeah. I don't know that it's worth taking. But I also don't really have a switch into it. Because it's just like, if he's physically defensive, which he could be, but if he isn't, he's dead. I click Fish's Rent. It might be the wrong play. But we get to see. But I assume he takes it, since he swapped in, yeah. Strange Steam, okay, I think that does a little bit less. Oh, it's still good enough. Ugh. How much does the Strange Steam do? Oh, it's actually the same power. Okay, that's unfortunate. Okay, but he's pretty low. Like, he's down to, I don't know, 15. Which means that we get Sylvalian. We get Sylvalian. Because he doesn't really have switch-ins anymore. Because I don't know that multi-attack does enough. So this thing... Sylvali, we sing. I need also to beware of my timer. Oh, I find time. No, I have to. Ooh, actually I have to multi-attack. I also don't have any more power on my camera, so that's pretty distracting. Or pretty... More for the face cam. Oh no. Oh, I lived on one. That's bad. And we just have a nice picture of me, I guess. And that's unfortunate. That's super bad. I think that poison... That poison is bad. But at the same time... What's speeding... I might be very optimistic right now. Computer stop. KO'd. Still Valley. That's a bit unfortunate. But that thing is dead. Okay. I feel like I go into Ribombi. I know it's not looking good. It's not looking good. Mind you, I would have loved for Sylvalis to still be alive. That would actually been quite nice. I think I go Ribombi. It's just like Ribombi against the Rhydons, kind of. No, we should actually do a lot. I think we go Ribombi. Oh, that's not Evil Light. Ugh. Yeah. If he goes into that thing, we kind of need a miss. Kind of need a miss. That's the thing he goes into. Yeah, I think we might have lost this because there's a rock move coming our way. And I haven't really been able to fully judge his spread. But I mean, no matter what. Or do we U-turn? Maybe we do U-turn because it does a little bit and there might actually be enough for... Moonblast to take it out afterwards. So I'm kind of ready to sag Mandibus here. Ready to sag Mandibus. I'm so mad. Why is my card full? Ugh. Can I, like, do this at the same time? Just so we can get the face come out at the end. You know? Kind of nice. Stone Edge, it lands. Mandibus lives. That's actually worst case scenario. That's actually quite bad. I mean, we Brave Bird, I guess. He doesn't really have a good switch in. Do we have one way I wear another shirt? These ones here. And escape. Okay, we are dead now. That's good. Yes, I said it's good. Okay. Face cam almost back. Okay. Face cam is back. Okay, we only have this thing back. It's bad if Flygon is scuffed. Actually, I haven't been focused at all. This game is quite bad. We just clicked Moonblast. We basically just need him to not have a scarf, and if he is scarfed, we need him to miss a Stone Edge. Is the conclusion, I think. That's the goal. That's how it should go. If that's how it's going, I don't know. I actually don't know how that... I don't know who KO'd who, but it's... KO'd Mandibas, our little Rhyperia, and it's KO'd by Rybomb. So the question is, if Flygon is scuffed. Because if it isn't... And also whether or not we can actually take this thing out. I mean, I have to click it. No matter what, I have to click it. At this point. Please, Rybombi? Ah, Thunder. Rybombi, are you thick enough to live this? You have nice bulk. Yeah, no, you don't. I wonder what that thing is. Because that's a bit of a bummer if that mattered. Galvantula. If it wasn't Specs, or I don't know, yeah, if it wasn't Specs, that could actually matter. And if he wasn't Scuffed Flygon, also I don't know where I remove Flygon. If he wasn't Scuffed Flygon or he missed a Stone Edge, we would actually have won. So that's a little bit rough. Also, I have all the wrong Pokemon gone from his side of the screen. I'm super good at this. I think that's how it is. So that's kind of a sucky start to the league, but I'll actually ask him. I'll ask him. What item was Galvantula? If it was Specs, it didn't matter. If it was anything but Specs, ugh. Ugh, because Flygon. I mean, it could be scuffed. It could definitely be scuffed. But if it wasn't, there's a good chance that Moonblast would have actually taken it out. Like here, if he didn't have any, or if he only had like 4 investment, it would do minimum 100.6%. Expert build. Well, rib, he was expert build. What was the Flygon? I'm sure you guys are curious too. I want to know, please. Say it was something that wasn't Scarf, because then I'm mad. Unless it was Roselli. If it's Roselli, you know, that's kind of a... Oh, wrong one. It was Life Orb. Damn that crit. Damn that crit. So much. Yeah, he even admits that that crit matters so much. Because if he hadn't critted, we won. Oh well, that's Pokemon for you. We'll just have to bounce back next week. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, keep cool. Bye.